everybody, and welcome to the Melbourne Metro Recap Show. So tonight, it's three of the boys, Todd, Dean, and Ounch. How are we, fellas?
Good, thanks, Matty.
Good, mate. Good.
Terrific.
Now, I'm going to start by saying this. Don't I feel like a bit of a loser hanging around with you three? On the show tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the three boys in the Sandbelt region got through their sectionals in the singles. And we'll leave it at that. Well done, fellas.
Well, actually, no. I'll elaborate on this story, hey, because I like to let the viewers in on everything that sort of goes on. So I believe you played the singles, Eastern Ranges singles was the week before, Clarkie? Yeah. Or the week before that, whatever it was. Let's say it was 2 weeks ago. And Clarkie had his little section and he was... What were you winning the first game, Clarkie? What was the score? No, come on. I don't know. What was it? I think it was about 23 to 14 or something. 23-15. 22-15.
25 it must have got.
Yeah, I think it was losing 23. I think it was in front 23-15 and lost that one. But the next one was the one that
18-5 I was in front.
18-5, the next one was in front. 22-11, he was in front. And he was messaging me while he was playing. That's how well he was going. So he said the messages was like, I'm home.
I've got this in the bag.
Look at me go. I'm going to get through. I am all over this guy. He's got nothing. Look, I'm doing the right thing and letting him score a couple to make him feel good about himself. And you should see the messages. And then what? Did you lose that game, mate? Did you end up losing? Did you lose that game? Oh no, you didn't. Did you? After you sent me a message at 18-5, I should let the guy score a couple of shots to make himself feel good.
I did.
Is this the point in the show? Is this the point in the show where "be better" comes across the screen?
Yeah.
Matty Clark.
Hang on.
Ready.
Drum roll.
Be better. But apart from that, mate, you bowled really well.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
The feedback was good.
He was a bit flat, I've got to be honest with you. After he sent me the message saying at 18-5, got him on toast. I should let him score a couple. I didn't get too many messages after that.
All right.
So I sent him a message. I'm like, so you obviously won, Clarkie. How'd you go? And nothing back. I'm like, that's weird. What's going on?
Amongst yourselves, because there's something going on with the sound on my stuff.
I loved it. Yeah. So I didn't hear a lot back from Clarkie, and I'm thinking that's weird. Like a bloke, he's obviously hammered this guy, whoever was playing. I'm thinking done well
on the way home.
Exactly. So I sent a message out. Oh, what was the score, mate? Nothing. I'm thinking, he's the first to self-promote. So what's going on here? And then nothing. Nothing. So I checked the old bowls link, and
you're lying.
25-22, the man lost. And I'm like, oh no, Clarkie, you're not going to be happy.
You're lying.
So actually, Clarkie, just to go on top of that, what is your singles record? It's pretty good, I heard.
1-21.
1-21. He's killing it, the kid.
All time in singles.
All time.
Yeah.
And
as I like to say, Clarkie, you're a team player, pal.
I'm due to play the Newborough in January.
I wouldn't.
I'd love to get you in my section.
Are you playing, Dino?
Yeah, mate, I love that event every year.
Well, you know you could probably chalk yourself down for one win. Doesn't matter what the score is, 24-1, still come back and win.
You know what? I might let him win just so he can double his all-time wins tally.
I wouldn't do that. Let's be honest, you'd cop more shit than he does if you do.
Yeah, probably. Good Samaritan.
Oh, talking about good Samaritans, how about that?
Yeah, we're all about helping the community.
Anyway.
Yes.
Can we
Clarkie.
move on? Thank you.
Like you need to put your microphone back.
You need to turn your microphone on or something, mate. It sounds terrible.
You sound like you're miles away.
All right. Can you guys talk for a bit then? Well, hang on. What we'll do, hang on.
All right, cool.
We'll go to the Prem results. to start with. Prem results, here we go. Melbourne 79, 3 ranks up, defeated Bundoora 64. Deer Park 83, 1 rank up, defeated Yarraville Footscray 67. Altona 91, defeated MCC, and I'm just not even going to talk about Essendon. So here's the ladder. We're getting it out of the way because it's an absolute shit show.
You just can't keep up with this, can you? It's not that bad.
Essendon and Melbourne are only 3 games behind, but that's not too bad.
Well, if you do 3 stars, you'll be 3 games behind. There's no stars this week, so I can't
but
work out what's going
MCC's behind, Altona's behind. I can't work it out. I'm over it.
If you go into Bolswick, though, they have rescheduled these games, so you'll be able to find out when they're going to be played, Clarkie, and you'll be able to get yourself up to date.
But is it worth doing Prem results for the next couple of shows while they're that far behind?
Because if they still get played and they still get points, it just means there's a couple of sides, but they're a game behind or so.
Oh, thanks, Ounch. Yeah.
But like,
And the rest of the year looks.
Every week you tell me how hard it is. It's like it's not.
Oh, it's
just a couple of sides haven't played a couple.
I'm over it. I keep plugging in all the figures and I'm like, what the frig's going on?
I think the rest of the year, the fixture looks pretty clean, that all those games would get played. There might even be a couple of those games that have been delayed coming up. So I guess with no major events on between now and the next fortnight, hopefully that ladder starts to balance itself out.
Ounch, you were told not to play with your phone.
Oh, sorry, I was just reading a message. I was getting a bit bored.
Quality program.
Sorry, I was just a bit bored. I thought you had the strings up. I was just reading a message for the sake of someone, but it's all good.
All right, Prem Reserve, we're moving on to that. For people that don't know, what we're doing is we're doing all the results first and then controversy corner after that because, there's a few things to talk about, especially Ounch is 5. He's ready to go, and it'll probably take 3/4 of an hour just for Ounch to get through all his stuff.
I can't even remember half of them, but she'll be right. I'll start firing up and we'll go from there. It's been 2 weeks, mate. I got a lot on my plate.
All right, let's go. Prem Reserve results, and we're going to round 8. Port 90, all ranks up. Defeated Fitzroy Victoria 66. Laylaw 79 defeated Clayton with 3 ranks up there. The big local showdown, Lilydale 89, 3 ranks up there, defeated Heathmont, and Glenroy and Flemken were a washout. So, going to the ladder, Glenroy on top, 109 points, Laylaw second, 102, Port Melbourne 98, Lilydale 75, and then there seems to be starting to get a bit of a gap here, boys. Heathmont on 49, Clayton on 48, Fitzroy on 40, and Flemken on 37.
Just got to remember, Clayton and Fitzroy are both. They got one game that they got to play to catch up to everybody else. So
it's shambles.
This Friday night. Yep.
Well, there you go. So then, as of Saturday night, it'll be all up to date.
Yes.
You okay with that one?
Yeah.
You're good with that one?
Yeah.
That's right.
I'll actually have an idea next week what's going on.
That's a really big game in terms of like ladder position, because there's 8 points of difference. So that'd sort of get Clayton in touching point with the top 4 if they win. And probably the same for Fitzroy. But, the loss is going to be pretty harmful for whoever doesn't get the win.
There is that big gap, though, now, isn't there, that top 4 to the next 4? That's quite significant.
Which we had none of that last year in Prem Reserve. There was like 10 points between 1st and 7th the whole year.
Yeah, it's almost if you lost a game, you went from 2nd to 6th, where this year it's a bit different.
And crazy well, maybe not crazy, but because they're bloody good, but those 2 promoted teams are sitting 1st and 2nd.
Do you think it's a lot to do with the fly-ins or marquee players as opposed to the clubs?
I think it's
Layla I've got.
I think it's more just the steadiness of clubs, mate. I think that the more I think it's a bit like a footy. I reckon if your bottom three are a lot worse than the other side's bottom three, you're probably going to lose. I think in footy, and I think I'm not saying anyone's worse or anything like that, but if your bottom couple of players probably aren't as strong, or bottom 4 players aren't as strong as the rest or the other side, you're probably going to lose in Prem Reserve. I reckon now. I think there seems to be a bit of a golf in sort of. Oh, how would I put it? I don't know how to put it. I just reckon that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a stronger competition all round.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Lilydale are the only side without flying.
Yeah,
Yes.
mate. Yep.
I know Heathmont have Kobe and
Which is the first time that they've ever had to fly in as well. So
yeah. It's it doesn't guarantee anything.
Well,
I don't think. But in a competition like this, I think Ounch. Sorry, Matty. I think Ounch might be onto something. It really is about your depth. If one team's got one state level or national level skip, and you as an opposition can find a way to cover that rink, and then your other rinks go to work and maybe call it take advantage of rinks 2, 3, 4, then you're definitely setting yourself up for a pretty good chance. I think it's when you have these teams that are fully loaded and they play each other, they're the ones that are you're going to get some exciting games. But it really is. As Unch was saying, if you've got a rink that isn't steady and that can be taken advantage of, that's huge. Particularly
the only thing that I probably see as a negative for having fly-ins is if it's not continuous. So if 1 week you've got 2 or 3, then the next week you've got 1, then the next week you've got 3, that's when it can become really an imbalance for the whole club. And, you would even find at your own club now when, hypothetically 2 players out of, say, the top side are unavailable for one's at a wedding and one's got to work or whatever it might be. And then, then you're changing from the second side, you're bringing players in, then it just becomes so hard to have that continuity, the balance, and every time you make change, I think it's somewhat to a disadvantage for your own team.
Now, did I see during the week or last week, because I've had the flu, I can't remember weeks at the moment, did I see a move from somebody from Dandenong Club to Clayton?
Yes.
Blair Davidson was the one. If anyone's just not going to name names, but it's great get for Clayton. Played with and against Blair quite a bit since he's been in town. He's a jet. I think he played as a 2 the first week there, and then bumped him straight to skip. So no, he's super talented. He'll go well over there.
Yes. How much?
Strange. It's a bit of a strange because it was pretty entrenched. I would have thought at Dandy Club. So something's obviously hit a snag, so to speak.
Yeah.
And
I was
surprised.
I believe he's got some work at Clayton, I think, behind the bar and stuff. I don't know.
Good on him.
But
yeah. All right. Div 1, Section 1 results. Right, Deer Park, 2 rinks up, 80, defeated Whittlesea, 67. That's, a decent win. Bacchus Marsh, 71, 2 rinks up, defeated by Port Melbourne, 79. Brunswick, 74, defeated by Club Sunbury, 96. And Yarraville Footscray, 82, defeated Moonee Valley, 61. Who's got one of the games here, boys?
Yeah, I got it. It was a massive week in this section. It was, I think, if you look at the ladder now, the top 4 played each other and the bottom 4 played each other. Deer Park getting hold of Whittlesea. I think that was Whittlesea's first loss for the year. Yes. And again, you break down the rinks, and there was really one big rink win. I think it was about 18 shots or so. That really handed Deer Park the win. But, Deer Park.
I'm pretty sure that was against the rink that hadn't lost a game up until then. So
I was going to add, that's Whittlesea haven't lost many rinks at all.
No.
But, on the day, anything's possible. Deer Park, you got to think that if their Prem side is fully loaded with everyone coming in, that second side is just so strong. I think I saw Tommy Hicks was skipping one of those rinks, and he's a jet. He's been in Prem for a super, super long time, and there's probably half a dozen in that mob that have played Prem before, and likewise with Whittlesea. I think we've sort of projected that Whittlesea will be a pretty strong side this year, and if you have a look across again to the Sunbury and Brunswick game, was a win. Again, 18 shots, and that, I think it was Des Can who had the big rink win, and that just creates that separation. So if you can imagine the game going on and they're getting that separation on the big board, and knowing that they've got that big rink to steady the ship, it's a lot of shots to make up when a rink gets done by that amount.
And not only that, it takes the pressure off the other teams when one of your rinks is doing so well. So you don't have to worry so much about the overall. You can just fight for your rink, as opposed to, the other team might start chasing a bit and then things go bad.
But it's still like that section. I think, as we said, we think Whittlesea are pretty strong. We know that Sunbury are super strong, particularly at home. I think Matty Clark still has his love affair with Brunswick. They're going to be up there, and Deer Park as well.
Mate, get on Joshy Paulus in Brunswick. They're going all right. Don't worry about it.
But Whittlesea and Sunbury, a couple of points between them on the ladder, like that could really go either way. I think they do play each other before Christmas, so that will be a monster of a game.
All right, let's look at the ladder, boys.
Yes.
So Whittlesea.
Clarky, that's how you do an in-depth. That's how you do an in-depth analysis, Clarky. Just for taking notes.
Thank you, Unch. Whittlesea.
This could be Unch's last show, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon. It's kicking my ass. Whittlesea on top. One of those
you wanted me to do the ladder, or are you good? No, you're good.
No, you do the ladder. Go on.
I'm happy to do the ladder.
Go on.
Whittlesea 104, 6 wins, 1 loss. Obviously, their first loss of the year. Sunbury right behind them, just a rink win away. Bit of a drop back down to Deer Park, who are comfortably third, and then Brunswick round out the top 4. Yarraville, Mooney, Port Melbourne, about a game behind Mooney in that, not quite in that safety, but just the 1 win for the year.
Well done to Port.
That was Port's first win for the year.
Yes,
knocking off Bacchus Marsh.
It certainly was.
Well done, Dino. Not used to that.
So well done to them.
All right. Let's go Div 1, Section 2 results.
Thank you, mate.
Ringwood, 87, defeated
running like clockwork.
Defeated Diamond Creek, 62. Yarra Glen, 87, defeated my boys. Croydon, 70. Mitcham, 77, defeated Kingsbury, 75. And Whittlesea, 72, got defeated by Bundoora, 77. Once you've got this game, Dan.
Oh, look at this in-depth analysis. Here we go. No, I don't really. I just thought I had a quick look at it. Whittlesea second side, that's pretty stiff. You lost 5 shots to the top side. Oh, I think they're the top side, or they were the top side in Bundoora. Mitcham somehow just manages to scrape another win together. I think they've won 3 or 4 games. Yeah, I think I had a look. I think they went 8 to 30 odd in the last, I think, 12 ends. So they
sending text
genuinely
messages
hung on. Yeah, they generally hung on. But I think they've won 2 or 3 games now by under 6 shots. Every one of their games is close at the moment.
That's a sign of a good team, though, too. Being able to win those close ones.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. There's plenty of sides that have been probably maybe even relegated in the past for losing those close ones. So, well done to the boys at Mitcham. Yarra Glen and my old mate Benny Simmons just flexed the muscles a little bit against your boys, mate. Yes. They can't remember against who. I think it might have been Jared, maybe Matthews.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
But actually, I was having a look at
Junior didn't have the greatest date, so that's fine.
You got 2 skippers that have just try to give you a bit of promotion.
Why would they do that when I can't win a singles game, let alone a,
mate, singles and pennant is completely different. You're a team man.
So
You've always
different.
said that, and I agree with you. And then the other one on Ringwood, mate, they've gone 3 18 zips in a row. So
Wow.
they've found some form. I don't know if I'll say this, but bugger it, I will. The other side of it is, if Ringwood called me up and said, hey, let's play a Friday night game. I'm saying no. You look at all the players they bring in for their Friday night games. Why would you want to play them at their absolute best? Like, really, if you're looking for points or whatever, just don't play them on a Friday night. You won't play their best side. Nice and simple.
Who are they bringing in? I haven't had a good look.
Tommy Lester.
I did see that one, yeah.
Luke Spargo. I can't remember who else, but there's a couple off the top of me. Kuran. So, yeah.
I think I might have picked Ringwood at the beginning of the year to go close to that section, so I do have my eye on them.
Yeah,
obviously not close enough, or I know he's playing for him.
Something else, I reckon, Chance.
They just started slow. That's all.
Yeah, new group.
Righto.
It is. There's like 4 or 5 blokes who have come into the side this year. You know, they're always going to take a couple of weeks to sort of get the feelers out and the combinations working, really.
Yep. Righto, Div 1, Section 3 results.
Did you put the ladder up, Check, or not?
No, I didn't actually. Thank you.
I'll just,
I'm happy to put it up. If you look at this.
Thank you, Jen. Some people might want to know, that's all.
Yep. Croydon on top on 81 points, but Bundoora are yet to play one game. Mitcham second. Ringwood have jumped up from nowhere with their last 3 wins. On 69, Yarra Glen, with their win over the weekend, get into 67 points. Kingsbury, 3-3 on 61. Diamond Creek, 2-4 on 49. And Whittlesea yet to win a game, which I'm sure they will. I think Whittlesea is probably the biggest one that surprised most of us. In terms of looking at that section, but Wincher's got a daughter again.
Sorry, mate, I was just getting the goodnight kisses and cuddles. That was all.
Where's the dog?
Coming back in. All right, the dog will be in there. In for controversial corner. I might need Frankie to be here. And just quietly, I've got a pretty funny thing that I've got to show you about the Frankenfurter. It's quite amusing.
All right.
That's the one for the cuff later on. I'm disgusted, but you'll like it. I think you'll get a laugh.
All right.
That's coming right up.
Div 1, Section 3 results. Auburn 76 defeated by Moorabbin 82. EBC 108 defeated Melbourne 57. Dandenong Club 71 defeated by Middle Park.
Wow, here we go.
Here we go.
Get around it.
Now. Clayton 83 defeated Bentley 49. Dino 49.
Look, it's not every week that I get to come on this show, but I thought I better come. I do try and get on, but no. Around the section, the one thing that I've noticed about this section is every week, and I say this with the utmost respect for all of our opponents. Every week there's a surprise. There'll just be something goes on. We'll check the scores, 6 o'clock on a Saturday, and it's like, might not have expected that. And we played Auburn 2 weeks ago at their joint and had a draw, and they were absolutely fantastic. And Moorabbin, bless them, they've been struggling a bit this year. They've gone over there and won the game. So you just never know. It's so super, super tight. But well done to the Moorabbin lads. They're a great group of lads, and good to see.
What about your game, Dino? What about your game?
We'll get to that.
I thought you were talking your game was the upset.
Come on, man.
No, we'll get to that. But EEBC at home, they're always going to be tough to beat. I did hear they are looking for some extra players, but we also had Clayton, and Clayton, similar to Deer Park seconds. If their top side is loaded, their second side is going to be strong. They've consistently had one or two who are very capable to play in that top side that are playing in that side for whatever reason. So 18 at home, tough green to play on that slowish one out the back. It's it's not that quick, but headed over to Dandy Club. And bloody excited to get back to my old stomping grounds and have a game under the dome. But
Yes.
turned out
Where'd you play?
yeah. Well, they had a Fleetwood Mac tribute show, which apparently
Yes.
they do have every year.
Tell me you stayed around for a little bit of a boogie afterwards.
We were keen. We didn't have tickets though, so we played down on the grass. And yeah, look, I mean, to put it simply, we had a definitive game plan about how we wanted to go about it, and they're tough. They're real tough. They, we know what they're about. And we know that they've got some super duper talent. They absolutely showed it on the day. One thing that we know is that losing rinks are the ones that win close games. We had one rink that was getting absolutely spanked early. Won't get into it, but they getting well done. I think it was at least 12, 14 shots, came back, took the lead. And this is against one of their very, very strong rinks, one that we rate very highly. Took the lead going into the last end. Unfortunately, didn't get the points, but, kept us in it. And so we were allowed to build a little bit of scoreboard pressure and get the job done. But, like I said, we had a definitive plan and stuck to it. And, yeah, proud as punch to beat a very, very good side. And we got to play them again later on. So we'll see how we go. But
could be a big game last round.
Last round, yeah. And with the way it is now, they've changed the conditions of play a little bit for Divi 1. If you're in the top two and you win that game in the final, you actually get to host the grand final now, which is massive. And again as well, and not looking too far ahead, but the crossover to Section 2, it's Section 2 and Section 3, and if Bundy 2 are the ones that get out of that section, whoever wins Section 3 might get 2 cracks at promotion. So because Bundy 2 can't go up. So it's on for young and old. It's only the halfway point of the year, but it's bloody exciting. Games, I think our captain of the day said it on Saturday. Those are the games, and that's the reason why you play competitive sport. It was just full of noise, full of energy, good banter, good shot play, and, someone's got to win. And fortunately, that was us.
Very good. Well done. Congratulations.
Someone's asking how's the chatter on the green. I can't see who wrote it though.
Bit of chatter, was there a little bit of back and forth?
Brian Williams, good. Brino's the ripping fella. The chatter was good. There's a bit of banter because we've got a new member at the club who up until a few weeks ago was a Dandy Club, and everyone had a little bit to say, myself included. So being an old Dandy Club boy myself, I thought I'd started the trend of Dandy Club to Middle Park. But, it's all good and well. I don't think any lines were crossed, just good banter among mates.
Righto,
Dingo. Spicy.
Ladder. Oh, would you look at that?
I was wondering why you were on tonight, Dino.
Hang on.
Sorry, just can't see you guys from up here. No, it's look, we've worked bloody hard. We've worked bloody hard. So, Middle Park top 10 points clear. Dandy Club actually play EEBC this week, so that's a monster of a game. 4th to 6th, there is nothing between it. It's very hard to pick. It's in a way sort of folding out like last year, with the top few teams getting a bit of space. But yeah, Clayton, Auburn, Bentley, Moorabbin are going to come. They're definitely going to come. They're too good not to. And Melbourne are just having a bit of a battle this year.
Tell you what, I played at Moorabbin yesterday. That's a good setup there.
It's beautiful.
Awesome.
Beautiful. They're a magnificent club. What they've built in these last few years, we've got utmost respect for their players, their membership base, and just what they've done. They're actually a model club. If you want to know how to turn a club from something pretty small to something pretty big and community based, and not a whole lot of ego, that's a place to go and check out.
Absolutely. Righto. Get on to Div 1, Section 4. Here we go. Mulgrave 101 defeated Dandenong Club 59. Narre Warren 76 defeated Cheltenham 62. Pakenham 72 defeated by Mentone Edge 78. And Bo Morris defeated by Cranbourne 86. Ounch,
Yes, mate.
what's going on?
Just sitting pretty up top like Dino, I guess, and Toddy. It's tough up here, isn't it, eh? Hey, boys, yeah.
Altitude poisoning, mate.
No. It's, we stuck in. It was a ripping game. We played Cheltenham, mate. They're a good bunch of blokes. They were sitting second. It was exactly what we expected. I don't think the difference got out to anything more than 8 throughout the whole day. Really, it was it was good. It was hard yards. We were lucky enough that one of our rinks, Joshy McQueen's rink, just decided to go nutso, which helped. They were well in front. Which was really sort of carrying the rest of us, really. We just sort of battled away a bit, to be honest, but we managed to get.
No, we've lost him.
Earth the Ounch.
Happens every show.
It's always on when he's doing his part.
This section though, this section for me is fascinating because not so much that Unch's mob are on top, but the sides that are battling. Bowie were unbelievable last year. Only lost a couple of games. Pakenham played off in the promotional game. Pretty sure Mulgrave played finals as well. I know they're not that far away, and Dandy Club are promoted and doing a whole lot better than all them. So it's quite fascinating. It's going to be really interesting to see, obviously as we approach the break and then into the new year, if any of these teams are going to make a big move in terms of, moving up the ladder, because there's too much talent at some of those clubs to say we're not going to make finals, let alone you're in the relegation zone. Like that for me is just, I can't comprehend that.
The thing is though, they're all like within touching space of finals. It's 20 points, it's a couple of games.
It is close.
So, any one of them can, have a good second half and they will be making finals.
Yeah. All right, Dino, do the ladder. I'm trying to get Ounch back on.
So now he's sitting on top, 93. They're 12 points ahead of Mentone, who are just continuing on their merry way. Cheltenham, they've been one of the most consistent sides in Divi 1 for as long as I can remember. Cranny, I'm just trying to have a quick squiz. Yeah, Cranny winning at Bowie. I mean, that's a huge win for them and just gives them that separation. Dandy Club just 6 points outside the top 4 to further back to Mulgrave, Pakenham and Bowie.
There we go.
Now, where was I? Where was I?
Too late.
I'm just saying how good we are.
We're keeping Ounch around. What are you doing?
I can't work.
Just
keep
your phone still.
Quality TV, people. This is just a quality production.
Whatever.
Now we can't hear it.
Look, hey, just let me work this out, Chan. I've got that. All right? Just let me work this.
Keep it still.
Here we go. Here we go.
Just resting on the I reckon on a stubby. Resting on a stubby.
My phone overheated, so I had to go and get my freaking iPad. It's all
It's amazing.
Trials and tribulations of day in the life of me.
All right, boys. What we've been looking forward to all show. Ounch especially. Here we go.
Hey, did you read about what that bloke said? Yeah, I read about that. How shocking.
Oh, you can't say that.
Frankie, you have to leave me alone for this
All
one.
right. I'm going to start because I'm really pissed off about this. So, Toddy played Morty Alec on the weekend, didn't you?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
That's correct.
Toddy's not going to like where I'm going here. God, I'm about to lose my voice. So, apparently, he played a really good rink. They were up and about a little bit. So, we had a bit of trouble, didn't we, Todd? With
Yeah,
with
quite
the,
a bit in the game on Saturday. Yeah.
with the second who started, even before the game started, he was whinging to Todd that he was moving during the roll-up.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No. No.
Oh, no.
Well, actually, no, that's a little bit incorrect. It's kind of right. It was a female, but in the roll-up, I was talking to someone on the next rink about cricket, and I was pretending to block and whatever.
Concentrating on the game, obviously.
In a roll-up, and then they were like waiting for me to stop moving, and I'm like, oh, okay, like it's a roll-up, but yeah. So that was the start of it, yeah.
And then
See you, Ounch.
See you, Ounch, yeah.
One of your blokes got told off. For doing the scoreboard before he got onto the live scoring, or
something along the lines of that, yeah.
Now, this is the best bit, Dino. Now, there's a bloke who was skipping. I'm not going to name names, but by the time everyone looks it up, they're going to work it out. Apparently, Todd, you were full of yourselves. You thought you were all a lot better than what you think you are, blah, blah, blah. And then turned around to your mother-in-law, who was cheering and doing the right things, because she's got her son-in-law and her grandson-in-law.
No, grandson.
Or grandson playing. Turn around, she was cheering. Woohoo, yep, go for it. And the skip turned around and said, you sound like you're having an orgasm.
That is correct.
Why are we putting up with this behaviour? I said to you, Toddy, I would have gone absolutely batshit crazy.
Well, I actually didn't know about it until about 10 minutes, 15 minutes after the game, that I didn't know that it had been said. But I don't know, for some reason or another, the other skipper and I just clashed. And it's sort of everything I did, he didn't like everything he did. I questioned him, and it just, we had a bit of a probably not the most pleasant game of bowls I've ever had.
Why are we still dealing with this kind of shit behaviour? Honestly.
That's quite amusing. So you had a good day, Toddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we had a lot of good chit-chat during the game, yeah.
So, Matty, I got a question for you, because I know you're really passionate about this stuff, and I completely get where you're going with it. And I guess this question's for Toddy as well, because he was there.
What about me, Dan?
What do you do? Not so much in the moment, because I'm sure if Toddy had heard it, he'd be pretty heated. I'm sure if Jet had heard it, he'd probably be pretty heated as well. But what do we do as a bowls community to stop that kind of stuff? Because, there's banter and there's gags and there's things that are said, but there's a line, and I'm real big on this. You don't go misogyny, you don't go sexism, racism, gender, any of that.
None of it.
So what do we do to stamp that kind of behaviour? Because I think it's disgusting. Like, I don't know how I would have been able to handle myself there. And I'm a small fella, so, yeah.
Well, you're bigger than me.
It's got to be called out, doesn't it? It just has to be called out.
So how do we call that out? And how
you make them feel like they're absolutely about 2 foot, 2 centimeters tall, I guess. I don't know. You just have to make sure that everyone knows that guy's a pelican.
But is that going to change? Is that going to change the behaviour though? Like, does it need to be reported to Bowls Vic? Does it need to be sent to the club? Does like where do you go with it?
I think it's got to start at the club level.
Yeah, it's got to be.
You like I'm not calling Morty Alec out by any stretch or imagination, but
what you were saying yesterday.
But okay, I've calmed down a little bit. But that bloke should be flat out suspended. Just
100%.
Within the club, just go, we're not taking that kind of shit. We're not going to be known as a club that, throws that kind of crap out. So basically from a board level, you just pull him in and go, you're done. And you're done for 2 or 3 games. And if you don't like it, there's the door.
Yeah. And I guess not defending him at all, but it was escalating during the day. And like, I play hard. Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
I go out, I play hard, and if I can get an edge, I'm going to try and get an edge, what have you. There was things said, and I'd never get personal. There was things said to me, and I'm like, oh, whatever. If you think that doesn't bother me. But then when you're going to talk to a supporter, a spectator, family member off the green and be like that, that's when
it's a different story. Yeah,
it's gone too far. Like what he said to me about me and whatever, I can cop it, but sometimes it just gets a little bit too far, and like it is a game of bowls in the end. But
have you found, Toddy, that this is not being rude or anything, but like going back down to Div 2 this year, that it's a bit of a big fish in a small pond type sort of scenario where, or every side that's come up against you has tried little mind games, so to speak, to try to get under your skin?
Yeah, well, look, I don't know. Maybe I seem to have got in quite a few, I'm not going to say arguments or fights, but I've questioned a few people on things they've said, and I'm not going to just sit back and let people, clap wicks and, say the wrong thing without sort of talking to them. And then how they respond to me is then how I sort of respond back. I mean, I could nearly write a book on this season as to what's happened just in 7 games. It's kind of like, I've probably it's different. I'm just going to say that, like Jack got told off one week for walking down the after the opposition third bowl was walking down the left side when the guy's bowl was going down the right side. And it's like you got told off. You had to wait until the bowl stopped. It's like,
But the other side is, it's not like you're you're not over the top. You're not hard. It's not like you're playing against.
I'm not doing it to try and cheat or get an advantage.
No, but it's not like you're over the top with your celebrations or blah blah blah. It's not like you're putting a target on your back, so to speak. Like you're a pretty relaxed bloke to play with.
Maybe I am, but it is what it is, and I'm not going to change.
But again,
I'm there to lead a club, and I'm going to play with my passion the whole time and drive my club and my team as far as I can. And if people don't like that, well, we're going to have an argument. And it's pretty much as simple as that. And, I'm there to do a job, and I'll do it to the best of my ability.
But that's all good because, I used to play really competitive basketball, and there was trash talking, and I was probably one of the biggest, right? And it's fine. You talk trash all you want. Like, it's all good. Yeah, and at the end of the game, you kind of laugh it off and go, yep, no worries. To get personal with your mother-in-law, that's wrong.
Person.
Like, and that's
well, I don't know her exact comment, but she would have come back to him with something that.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just letting him know that he had a couple of brain cells less than the normal person, or.
You wouldn't have many brain cells by the time I was finished with.
Yes.
Anyway, Ounch, your turn.
All right, now I've got to remember, I've got a couple. I've got maybe 3 things here. Now, I saw a post yesterday or the day before, and I thought I had to do this nicely.
So don't.
I don't. I really don't, because I found it absolutely freaking disgusting that a person from a bowls club, I'm not saying the bowls club was all for this or anything like that, or was at board level that the club has. Yeah, okay. Oh, you're missing the best pick, Bell. The club was backing it, but to see a post on that Bowls Victoria thing the other day about from EEBC that if you want to come and play finals, you've only got a couple of weeks to until clearances are finished and everything. I just found that just completely against the spirit of bowls clubs and bowls in general. I actually found it disgusting. I put something on their comment, and geez, I tell you, I wanted to go to town on it. If you want to recruit, you recruit at the start of the year. You don't try to manipulate people to leave their club to come to yours to play finals. I just found that disgusting. And the other side of it is to say, who's to say you're actually going to be in finals? Some of those sides that they're boasting about. I don't know if I'm wrong on this one, boys. Please give me your opinions, but I found it just ugh.
Well, I probably think it's a perfect post for the start of the season or pre-season. As in a month before, that's probably when, I would be posting something along the lines of that. And let's be honest, every club wants to recruit whenever they can as such. Like, at Parkdale, if someone's not happy at their local club, you're more than welcome to come to Parkdale anytime.
You're probably going to do that sort of in private though, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like I say, it's pre-season or it's more of a one-on-one. Yeah, that's the only thing that I would say towards that. Yes.
The thing that I thought about, and I sort of put a bit of Bowls director hat on, it's like, how are the rest of your members going to feel? And this is top down, bottom up, whichever way you want to look at it, because if you're any club and at any point in time and you bring in 2 players into your top side, that's 2 players out. That's 2 players out of your seconds, 2 players out of your thirds, and then you got that, waterfall effect. Yeah. So for me, it's like, I think about them, and I think about, my club doesn't, like, we've got. I'm not trying to hang crap on that side. I know a lot of people there, but we have named them, but it's like I just think. You're in finals, you've got your team there after 7 weeks, and is that not good enough for you? Like, are you saying we can't do it yet? And if so, great, but let's just have that kind of conversation. So I remember talking to a club that was playing in one of the Premier League divisions last year, and they sort of said, it's like, okay, we're here, we want to get to here, we got to add a couple of players. And they had that discussion as a group, and they said, let's do it. And this was obviously a top side. And you don't have to be too silly to work out which club that was. They did it and it worked and it was great and whatever. But yeah, for me, it's like, it's great for player 1, 2, 3, 4 and whatever. But what about player 31, 32, 33 who are going to get pushed down?
Yeah, I've got to even, going on with what you're saying with that, player 14, 15, 16, when you bring in maybe 4 or 5 players or, player 30, 31, 32, all of a sudden they go from playing finals in the second side to not being able to qualify for finals in the third side and miss out on finals altogether.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So it's interesting. And we sort of had a little bit of a chat and Toddy might have shown off how Parkdale are going this year with one or 2 or 3 or 4 sides sitting on top of the table. And it's like, you know what? That for me, that reeks of culture. It's like you don't need to go and kind of spruik that. But it's there.
But the thing, like, going back to it, like, it's not a very good look for the club. As I said, I'm probably assuming that the club didn't tick that off. I wouldn't imagine. I don't know, but like I had a really yuck sort of feeling in my stomach when I read that. I was just like, you don't do that, and just you do not do that. Don't do it again either. Please.
No, it just leaves a foul taste in your mouth, doesn't it?
It does, man. Yeah. Like, as I said, like, people leave clubs for sure. Like, so everyone can't get on with everyone, and that's just the way it is. Bowls clubs, you can't get on with everyone.
No, and as you said, like, you're kidding yourself if you don't think clubs are out there trying to get themselves better. Particularly at this time of year where you've got until Christmas to add to the group. But my Lord, like, don't publicize it like that, man. Like, oof.
And in most cases, I'd be thinking that clubs that might be that they're only going to be speaking to people who, someone knows someone in another club who might not be happy or something like that. It's done so discreetly, but to openly just have that, Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess the thing is, there's so many clubs around that if you're not happy at your club where you are now and you've got a valid reason, you can find another club.
Yeah.
Make sure you do your research as to the club you're going to, that is going to be the kind of club that you're looking for. And some clubs are better than others in different areas, and you've got to work out what's best for you as a individual as to what club's going to best suit you.
I just think with that, like that, the post, I think everyone probably knows what it is. I just think with that post that it's just a really bad look for future as well. Like it's just they could get tarnished with a bit of a reputation from that. Like personally, I'm like, stick it. I would never go and play there. I won't play in the tournament.
Maybe they won't have you, Ounch.
Well, that's fine then. and most Wood men, I'll give you the hot tip. That is below Ringwood on where I would go back to.
Don't call clubs out, Ounch.
Oh, everyone knows I don't like them, so that's fine. I'm just explaining how disgusting
They're in our section. Can you not do that?
They're in your section, exactly. They're not in mine.
Don't fire them up.
They're in ours. They're in ours.
They're in yours. But it's just yuck. Okay, the next one.
Go on.
I am sick of hearing about women bowlers and men bowlers on a Saturday. We are bowlers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I read a post, and the only reason I bring this up, I read a post, and it got me a little bit fired up because it had something to do with a game that we played against a certain club that you played last week, Dino, and there was something said about foul language or someone swearing or abusive language, blah blah blah. It is a game, especially at the higher levels, that is extremely competitive, and at times an F and S will be let loose. We don't mean it. We don't mean to offend anyone. It will, in most cases, be directed at themselves. The person who decided to post that, it's quite obvious that they lost, obviously, and we won. And how do you think the 6 women in our side felt about it? I don't care if they're women. I don't care if they're men. I don't care if they're both. They are bowlers on a frickin' Saturday. This idea that men are forcing women out of the game on a Saturday is an absolute freaking joke.
That's right. Yes.
Women swear. Yeah, mate, come down. Women swear, blokes swear, okay? So, hang on, I just got to deal with the blood nose. 2 shakes.
No, that's
all right. On that, and like I'm very happy to say it, I dropped a C-bomb in the pre-game huddle.
Dino, you didn't.
And I regretted it the moment I said it. It was an emotional game and whatever. And one of our members, I won't say male, female, it's irrelevant, called me out on it. And I said, you know what, you're 100% correct. You just got to be careful because, again, there's a line and there are some words, phrases, whatever, that cannot be said. An F-bomb here, an S-bomb there, all for it. It's an emotional game.
Yeah.
We're competitors.
Price is averted. Thank you.
But it's you still got to be non-offensive. And if you are offended by an F-bomb or an S-bomb,
I don't know.
Well, it's 2025. We got to,
And it's a competitive sport. We're going out there. Well, most are going out there to play hard and do everything they can to win. And you get frustrated with yourself. And and I'm all for, if you're saying it to yourself, that's okay. If you're directing it to someone, it's not okay.
Yes.
That's
100%.
More.
Unless,
but the other side,
unless it's your mother-in-law that is they're pulling that kind of comment. But
the other side of that, like going back, sorry that I had to just deal with that. But
no, you're right.
The other side of it is like that day I played a bowl and played a shit bowl, and I just sort of gave a little F, and it wasn't loud, blah blah. But I didn't realise there was actually a couple of people we were playing on the district. They're actually sitting there watching, and as soon as I realised that, I was like, my apologies, I didn't realise you were there, But the other side of it is, it's normally always directed. The person saying it is directing it nearly all the time at themselves.
Yeah.
But as I said, going back to this idea that men are pushing women out of the game and whatever with their foul language and everything, like, come on, just drop it. We play bowls. There's no longer men's bowls and women's bowls. We are bowlers. So just drop the idea.
We're flawed. None of us are perfect.
Oh.
And if you make a mistake and you apologise, like that's enough, I reckon. Just own it and apologise and whatever. Like if someone is seriously offended and if you know that you've said something that might have been offensive, you apologise, you move on, won't do it again. Okay.
And as
Buy them a beer after the game.
As Toddy said, mate, if it's directed at yourself, cool. If it's directed at someone else, then there's a problem. Then it's a no-no. But to have this idea that it's only men doing it and that women are getting forced out of the game on a Saturday because of this, drop it. I'm sick of it. All right? I am sick of it. You want to play on Saturday, deal with the fact that you might hear an F or an S. It's not at you, but just deal with it because some people actually need to vent their frustration somehow, and it's not trying to offend you out of the game or you don't want to play a game, as long as it's not over the top, which it wouldn't be in most cases. But this idea that men are forcing women out of games is a bloody joke. Just drop it. There you go. I've had enough. I'll send me peace.
No more?
Actually, sorry, I've got one more. Sorry, I've got one more. I do. We're not. Oh, yeah, I heard that, yeah. Don't call him Bird, yeah. It's Aussie slang, love. World's gone to cuckoo land, to be honest. But the other one, the last one I did want to say is I actually read the funniest post I reckon I've read in a couple of weeks. We weren't online, but I'm pretty sure, Dino, you actually brought it up to me, mate, and showed me because it was probably the funniest thing I've ever
I hope I'm not going to get myself in trouble now. But
no, it was just
too late.
Baronia, one of Baronia's sides picked up an 8 against the Croydon side.
That's yes.
Not that week he was in Croydon too.
Hang on. Can you go back to that because my internet dropped out and I've lost everyone.
Don't worry, he's listening.
Yeah. Can I keep going, Clarky?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
So I had the No, we're on, mate. I don't care. I'll stay on until this gets cold because it's bloody fun. So I tried and it was like, well done, good stuff, blah blah. Then Meg Ryan, whoever Meg Ryan is, could be a made up one, could be a little bit of a catfish. I'm not sure.
Actually, it's made up.
But it was the funniest thing ever. They actually wrote spewing it wasn't against Matthew Clark. And I thought to myself, you know what, Clarky, you're bloody lucky you had a couple of people out because you would normally be in that side, and that probably could have been against you, champ.
Oh, here we go.
On that, I'm done. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks for your time.
That's it.
I know, it's a big head too. Look at this. I got enough to give my sons. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, that's enough, boys. All right.
Hey, Toddy, good luck tomorrow night too, mate. It's the showdown.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, folks. I've lost everyone. So my internet has absolutely
Looks like
crapped
that's the end of the
itself.
show.
But on behalf of no one can hear Ounch. Ounch is talking in my ear.
Oh, there they are.
The fact that somebody had to come up with a fake Facebook profile to actually go,
Whoever that was.
No, not cool.
Yeah.
Just come on.
Yeah, no, whoever that was, awesome.
Yeah.
No, but
that's right.
Meg Ryan has posted a few times on other.
Ounch is gone again.
Yeah.
Right, go on.
Next
One last one.
next
Doesn't matter.
next
We'll
week.
just-
No, I've got one
Next
last thing. I had something funny to show you. I'll just go and get me dog. It's a pisser.
Oh, this
Next
is not
week,
gonna be
I
good.
want to talk anonymous posts.
I've already brought that up. I brought it up last year.
I've got something else to
Oh,
say
okay.
about it. I know you brought it up. I've got something else to say.
They're getting.
It might get a little bit fired
I'm
up.
just beyond the point with anonymous posts. I really am. I am well and
Okay,
truly
I'm back.
beyond it.
All right, I'm back now.
Oh, here we go.
We're up. There we go. Now, Frankie, come here. Now, my missus decided that she was going to...
Oh, hang on. Stop for a second.
Yes. Yep.
Just heard from.
Frankie, come here.
I've just heard from EEBC.
Oh, here
That
we go.
post was not endorsed by EEBC and was a private member's post.
Not on a public forum, it wasn't.
Forum. Thank you, Craig.
I know.
Please
I'll
send
give
it to
them. I'll
me.
give them some credit there. I understand what they're saying is that they probably didn't know that was happening. That's why I
No.
thought I'd better say that that might be the case. But yeah.
No,
now,
when
can we
you-
go back to my funny stuff?
Oh, jeez.
And that makes
All
it
right,
hard.
just to
for the
finish
club
the show,
they're
because I
just,
reckon
you know,
we're lost.
just going along their business.
Now,
as
We're
normal.
now
Oh,
this is awesome.
80% of our viewers, so why not?
Nah, it doesn't matter, mate. It's all good. My missus decided that she'd cut me dog's hair, and have a look at this. Like, where are you, mate? Like, it has got. Here we go. This is the funniest thing ever. Look at it. Look at it. She's got like little.
Looks like
cufflinks.
your haircut.
Oh,
No,
no.
it's not, man.
No,
She's got like, have a look at it. She's gone from a nice, good looking thing to this. Look at this leg here. What are you doing?
No, just don't.
I know. Look at it. She's so cute, and that's happening.
Orange, fix it up.
Oh,
Fix
Oh,
it
I'm
up.
trying, man. I'll just become a professional dog groomer, I think.
Dog groomer, yeah.